If you'd like to know if this from Aldi is as good as this, stay tuned. Welcome to Saving Money for the Long Run. I'm going to be doing a taste comparison between Aldi's Elevation Chocolate Unfiltered Milk Milkshake and the Fairlife version, which is the common one. And this is like the store brand for Aldi. And so we're going to see, is it the same? Does it taste the same? We're also going to do a quick little comparison of the ingredients. So the ingredients, I will tell you right off that for some reason this is 10 more calories, but it's the exact same amount. So this one's 150 and this one's 160. The ingredients here are filtered low-fat grade A milk. It also has natural flavors, cellulose gel, cellulose gum, salt, carrageenan, lactase enzyme, monk fruit juice concentrate, some word, that's potassium, sucralose, stevia leaf extract, and vitamin A and vitamin D3. And over here, this is filtered low-fat grade A milk, so that's the same. Filtered water, uses grade A cream cocoa powder processed with alkali, natural flavors, salt, lactase enzyme, same. Sodium, and a really long word, I don't know that, but it's some type of sodium, I guess. Gelum gum, that same potassium that was in this, monk fruit extract, stevia leaf extract, sucralose, another huge word, and then vitamin A, palmitate, potassium hydrate. So, are either one of these perfect? No. But they both had some words in there that were not great. Like carrageenan and stuff like that. Some of those things are not the best. All right, so what I'm going to do, and we'll cut the video for just a second, is I'm going to open these up because as you can see, they're still sealed. And I'm just going to, when I come back in half a second, I'm going to do like a taste test of them separate. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a taste test of them in coffee. So I have coffee, I'm going to divide into 2 cups for equal amount, and then I'm going to make sure that I pour equal amounts of the 2 shakes in so that I can make sure that it's an even amount for both of them. They're the exact same amount of milkshake in both coffees. So, all right. All right, so we are back. I'm going to do the taste test and of it separate, and then I'm going to do it with the coffee. I've got coffee divided up into 2 cups here, and I poured a little bit of this out into a measuring cup because I want to make sure that I'm doing the same measurement in the coffee, and so I wanted to see would 1/4 of a cup be. I think so. I think I'm going to go with 1/4 of a cup. But anyway, taste the Fairlife first. I already know what this tastes like. I use it every day. I mean, that's fine. It doesn't taste exactly like chocolate milk if you've never had it, but it's a little bit like that. It doesn't have an overwhelming protein kind of chemical taste to it. It has stevia and monk fruit extract, so those are considered fairly clean alternatives to sugar, and it looks like this does too. Oh, like that. I didn't know that was on there. By the way, it was also sealed, and it took us like probably 30 seconds or more to peel the wrapping off because they had little perforations and they were like really thin, so it was hard to see them and and stuff. So they have definitely not made sure that this is not easy to open. Okay, I'm going to shake it one more time. It has more of that chemical taste to it than the other one. By the way, be sure to be watching because I may do a taste test of the Sam's Club now has something like this that's Members Mark. So I may do another taste test in the future where I try that. I think it would be cheaper than buying the Fairlife. The Fairlife at Sam's Club is like almost $30 for 12. Is that right? It's like $20 and something.
Yeah.
Which I use. I usually drink 2 cups of coffee, so I use about this much a day. So, you know, like that's like, so 2, if I get 12, I get like 24 days out of it. So that's not too bad, but I'm quickly going to give this a little mix there. All right, this time I'll go with the elevation first. I honestly can't tell a difference in the coffee. They taste the same as far as coffee goes, but separately, I could tell the chemical taste was stronger in this one. If you're looking for an affordable way that's to do this with an unfiltered milk, this is an option. It's especially if you're adding it to something like coffee, it might be a solution. Like I said, I'm not a fan of that sucralose being in there. I don't know why they needed to just add a little more of the stevia leaf extract. No, wait, I'm sorry. There's sucralose in both. But this one must be stronger because I tasted it more. Okay, so if you're going to drink it straight, you may notice a difference. If you're getting it to put in coffee or something, you may not notice. So I would say give it a try. You never know. It might be okay. And if you're just like, no, I don't, then you can always get the more expensive one, Fairlife. You can get a pretty, like even though they're high at Sam's Club, I don't think they're cheaper anywhere else. Like I said, be watching because maybe next month or so I'll come back with a taste test between the Sam's Club Members Mark version to see if there's any difference there. I just have to build up to, I couldn't do all 3 of them in one taste test because the Members Mark one is like probably $20 and this would be like over $20. And then this one is, I think, $8 for 4. So it would have been a very expensive taste test. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed seeing the taste test. And let me know, down in the comments, do you do Fairlife? Have you ever tried the elevation version? And let us know what you think about it. All right, and that's going to do it today for Saving Money for the Long Run. I'm Christy. Remember, it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace.